I'm Katie from UK WordPress agency Barn2 Media. So, you want to build an events website with WordPress? Well, you've come to the right place. Let's look at what you can expect from the course. So, the goal of this course is to learn how to build a professional WordPress events website with online bookings, and that is exactly what I'm going to teach you how to do. So, being more specific, what you will learn is which WordPress events plugins to choose based on your individual needs and what features you need for your event. We'll look at how to let customers book your free events and to RSVP so that you know that they're coming. We'll then go on to take paid bookings for events and let customers pay online. And I'll give you lots of business tips on how to increase the income from your website by cross-selling your events and possibly other types of products as well. And I'll teach you how to draw more attention to your events by displaying them elsewhere on your site so that wherever your customers are on your website, they will see your events and therefore be more likely to go to them. We'll also learn how to take payment online with PayPal, and I'll touch on offline payment methods too, such as cheque and bank transfer. And I'll teach you a logical way to structure your event site so that it's nice and sensible and very easy for customers to find the exact events that they are looking for. And once people have booked your events, I will teach you how to manage your event bookings as well, so that you can see exactly who's coming. And getting towards the end of the course, I'll teach you about testing and troubleshooting. So I'll give you a vigorous process for testing your event site, making sure everything's working correctly. And if you do discover any problems, I'll also give you a very useful method for troubleshooting, which helps you to find the source of a problem and also shows you where you can go for help and support if you get stuck. And finally, I will share Barn2 Media's famous Go Live checklist, which teaches you all the steps that you need to follow when a website goes live to make sure that nothing's finished, nothing's overlooked, and that makes sure that you do things like Google Analytics, registering your site with search engines, as well as the technical things and making sure everything's set up correctly behind the scenes. So it's a very vigorous checklist and I'm going to share it with you. The target audience for this course is anyone who wants to build a brand new events website or someone with an existing website that wants to add an event section to that site. It's aimed at people who have used WordPress before but are not technical and don't know how to code. So I would expect you to be able to do basic WordPress tasks like create pages and posts and to install WordPress in the first place, because that's not part of this course. But you certainly do not need to be technical, you do not need to be a coder. And the course is aimed at any market sector that needs to organise and promote events, which can include lots and lots of different markets such as training companies, events companies, charities, different sized businesses and brand new startup companies. So whatever your sector, the course is relevant for you. The requirements for the course, as I said, are that you need some basic WordPress knowledge. You don't need to be a super duper expert at WordPress, but I'd expect you to at least be able to set up a blank WordPress website so that you can follow the instructions in this course, which relate to the events part of your site. And if you want to sell paid tickets on your events, so that means if you want people to be able to buy your events on the website and pay on the website, then you will also need to buy one paid plugin to do this course. All the rest of the course uses free plugins, so the ability to list events on your website, either on a calendar or a list, and to take bookings for free events. I will teach you how to do all of that using free plugins that you don't have to pay for, but to take paid bookings on your event, you will need to buy the event tickets plus plugin by Modern Tribe. And just to be clear what the course doesn't cover, to make sure your expectations are reflect what the course is really like, we are not going to teach you about how to add events and courses that actually take place on your website. So by that I mean things like e-courses, learning management systems, where as well as booking on the website, the actual course learning material is provided on the website. This is not that sort of course. This is a course that lets you list events that have dates, and if you want, you can use this course to learn how to let people book your events. But those events will not take place directly on your website. They might be online courses, but that would require something separate to this course. It does not cover the very, very basics of WordPress. I won't show you how to install WordPress on your web host. I won't teach you how to create your homepage and about page, for example. I'll be covering the events part of your website and giving you lots of other useful tips along the way, but I would expect you to have that basic knowledge. And the course does not cover advanced technical customization and coding, which includes any customization of the event plugins. I'll teach you how to use the plugins to their full potential using what you get out of the box with these plugins, but I will not tell you how to go behind the scenes to the code and customize them. And finally, we'll talk about the course structure and what you should expect from the course. Section 1, we'll look at the introduction to the course, which is what you're watching now, and then we'll go on to prepare for the course, which includes looking at the events plugins that I'll be covering in the course, choosing which ones are relevant to your website, and to prepare your basic test site for the course. I will then teach you how to set up the events calendar plugin, which adds the basic events functionality to your website. And in section 3, I'll teach you how to add and display events using the events calendar plugin. In section 4, we'll start taking bookings for our free events. And in section 5, we'll go on to start monetizing our site by setting up paid event bookings. We will then look at how to manage your bookings once you've received them, and how to make even more money from your site by cross-selling your events with other types of products. And finally, we'll look at testing and launching your events website and getting it off to the most successful start possible. So now you know what to expect from the course. In the next lecture, we'll start to get to know each other a bit better, and I'll tell you about myself and Barn2 Media.